With the exception of Anzac and China, the Allied powers possess multiple capitals. The upside is that should any capital fall, then the power may still continue to collect and build on subsequent turns. The downside is that all capitals need defending, for if they are captured, then the entire income of the power is taken as well. This makes for an interesting and unique tension and allows for several different strategic approaches with the potential for success. Additionally, it facilitates interconnectivity between the otherwise disparate theaters. For instance, German pressure on Moscow can be combined with Japanese pressure on the eastern capital of Kask. Can Russia defend both? Canals play an important role in World at War. The island chain separating Australia from the rest of the South Pacific can be of profound strategic importance. A well-supported tie land is very useful for prying open or closing routes along this chain, either allowing the Japanese access to Australia or denying Anzac any hope of liberating Borneo. The Suez Canal plays its typically important role in the battle over Africa, and should it fall, India is vulnerable as well. The canal in Japan allows for easy communication between the two separate Japans should they be under pressure and needing to combine a defense. Germany begins the game with two major strategic options to choose from: devote resources against England in a bid to capture London, or put its weight towards the thrust against Russia. Against England, an effort directed at Manchester is typical, though some clever defensive moves by Germany to maintain a fleet on the east coast of England is necessary for a sustained effort to be possible. Against Russia, a move against Leningrad is natural, and the chance of long-term success increases considerably with a well-supported Finland. The neutrals are easy and valuable targets, and are likely a turn 1 must for Germany, and Warsaw on turn 2 will be a goal regardless if Germany is seeking early pressure against Russia. Paris must be captured by turn 3. Only an inept defense of Paris would permit a capture any earlier, but German resources are more than sufficient to capture Paris against even a maximal French and British effort to hold out. However, Germany must be very careful not to under or overspend. Failure to bring enough to bear on turn 3 to guarantee Paris risks the whole war, and overspending simply translates to fewer units against Russia or England. Germany begins the game with a considerable submarine presence in the Atlantic. These wolf packs must choose between playing it safe and going for a few sure battles, or stretching a bit thin in an effort to sink even more. The Axis Minor Major, Italy, has great potential. Should Germany focus on UK on turn 1, then Italy will have a far easier time in Africa. However, Italy can find itself neutered in the Mediterranean without some kind of German support, direct or otherwise. Obvious goals for Italy are Egypt and the opening of the Suez, and of course, Tunis is ripe and easy pickings, though the French Africa Corps must still be reckoned with. Japan can and should recreate Pearl Harbor on turn 1. The presence of 3 lightly supported American capital ships off the coast of Hawaii
invites Japan to deliver a serious blow. However, all is not so simple. New players, seeing the vulnerable ships, might dive in with everything Japan can muster in an attempt to destroy them as efficiently as possible. This is an egregious error. The American counterattack is also very potent, with 5 fighters, 3 bombers, and a host of minor ships that can all hit whatever Japan leaves behind. In a sense, America can Pearl Harbor Japan. Much better is for Japan to leave the capital ships out of the battle and attack with mostly subs and planes, leaving little behind for the Americans to destroy. As we can see, the battle is still assured, and Japan does not stand to lose a single plane.